special friend and colleague, Barry Pulver.
Thank you. Thank you. Personal branding. The great thing about being here is that everybody that's spoken, gentleman who's about to speak next time, when everybody got into the industry, I probably, in complete honesty, didn't even know where or what North Carolina was. I moved here in 2010, and for me, my journey in real estate full-time started 2015, 16, and all I want to do is portray in my personal experience what personal branding can and should do for you and your business. From someone who was not necessarily set up for success, knew anybody in the industry, and this is the before and after. So right now, as I say this, I feel very guilty. This is now my 6.5-year-old who's homesick, and my wonderful wife who's taking care of him. I'm still here because of you, Victoria, so thank you. What's possible? My name is Barry Pulver. I am in Davidson, North Carolina. Accents are work in progress still. Before creating a personal brand, I was a good agent, a decent agent, in my opinion. Not special, nothing more, nothing less. About the capping level, although the company I was with didn't have a cap. And I was a solid agent like we all are, hustling, trying to figure it out and get more deals and get more business. After creating a personal brand, most important thing, number one, in real estate, people in Davidson, North Carolina knew who I am and what I do. Added to that, I also created an international business, and we sell over about $1 billion worth of homes a year in 6 continents and 15 countries. Now, that's not for everybody, but that's what the power of personal brand can and will do for you and your business. That's the potential. Thank you. It starts with you. That's why it's a very elegant looking mirror, which I thought was very appropriate in this elegant location as well. And this is me, 104 degrees, being interviewed about something that really didn't matter. But it starts with you. So who are you? Start internally, right? This is not just on a working real estate level, business level. Know who you are. That is what's important. Know why you got into real estate. I was super ignorant. I got into real estate after my deal, who was with the #1 agent in my town. We purchased a house. It was an intriguing experience like many of us can probably relate to. She recommended from property management I go into real estate. Here I am. But I got into the industry to change it. How silly and ignorant is that, right? Somehow it's coming to be. But you've got to know who you are at the core and why you're in this great game we call real estate. What is your purpose as a realtor? What separates you from everybody else? The important things about this. We all know 25 real estate agents, if not more. Your clients, our clients do too. What is your superpower? What is your differentiator? The most important thing. Every speaker today has hit the nail on the head. Everything that I'm about to speak about, hopefully very quickly, goes hand in hand with this. It's all about you. It doesn't matter what our goals are, what our experiences are, but if it can save you 100 mistakes of the 1,000 we've made, or even 900 mistakes, let's just get going with it. Be intentional. What are your goals? As we were just talking about. How do you hold yourself accountable? I personally couldn't hold myself accountable, so I had others who had to do it. Not a good thing, not a bad thing. Know who you are and what you need. Who you're learning from. Not necessarily what you're learning, but sometimes it's the rooms you're in and the people you're learning from and their expertise, and who is your ideal avatar. I don't mean in terms of EXP lingo, I mean in terms of client. With that, if you want to be $1 million listing agent and I refer you a $250,000 buyer now, don't take the call. It's not who you want to work with, it's not your brand. Thank you. Tell the world your story on video. Why? If you don't, who will? The emphasis always for our success and our failures comes back to us. Your success and your business needs, it's all because of you. It's not the company you're with. Everything, the success, the failures comes back to you. So why don't you share your story in a very meaningful way, because I'll get to that in a minute. It will bring and it will grow your business. So I say start. How? Get out of your comfort zone. I'm not going to harp on video again, but it's a great way to do it because we don't want to. We need to lose, I don't know how many pounds I need to lose, but there is an element. You look how you look, you sound how you sound. Trust me. With an English accent, admittedly, it's helped open doors for me. Success Magazine, 125, whatever award that was, and it was great. If you want a great idea on video to really put yourself out of the comfort zone, start with a vlog idea. I was just talking about it. A day in the life. If you have showings, listing appointments, meetings, you're traveling, you're doing all of this. I did a 20-minute video because of one of the best in the industry I know out of England called Ben Moore. Look him up on YouTube, the man with the beard. He did a 45-minute video of day in the life of an estate agent in Blackpool, England. It was fantastic. I did the same idea, nowhere near as good quality. I was new to video, but it brought me listings, it brought me buyers, it gave me confidence. And now I can go back, it was during COVID as well, and relive this and see how I've grown. One practical idea that if you do it right and you stick to it and you share it on social media and everything we're supposed to do, it will bring you business. Watch those who you want to emulate. If you want to be here, if you want to be selling X amount of homes, if you want to be like John or Nakia or Rob, look at how they're doing it. They're giving you their tips, their tricks and secrets. So why don't you have a look at what they're doing? That's okay. It's the non-Apple perspective. Thank you. Be intentional. The most important thing in the world is be intentional. I have two very interesting pictures here because I couldn't find the first ever convention I went to. I joined this company called EXP about 5 and a bit years ago. My business couldn't really afford it, but I got a ticket because my business partner, who you'll hear from in a minute, said, hey, you got to go and speak to this guy called Jason, who's the CEO of the company. You got to meet him. New Orleans, amazing jazz music in the background. And I wanted to take this company international. I didn't know anybody outside of Davidson. I didn't know anybody with the accent I have. I went there, met with him, music playing in the background. I was very intentional. Again, I couldn't afford it, but I made it happen. Shook his hand, said, hi, Jason, my name's Barry. I'm out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm going to be the one who takes this company and your company international. I'm sure he probably couldn't even hear me, in fairness. And it is what it is. Now, 5 years later, this was from about 6 months ago, my little team, organization, network, we had $266 million plus listings around the world. Now it's about 300. We have about 3,500 listings around the world, all because I was intentional with what my true mission and value was. Hey, if I heard no, worst case scenario, I'd be where I am now. But if you're intentional with what you want to do, just give it a go and make it happen. Know what you really want and go after it. I did, I still do. Get with your mentor and business partner. The one thing I wanted in my industry, in our industry, as a brand new agent, I didn't have. Direct mentorship, access to someone who I wanted to be. We talk about emulation as well. Seek after that person and go get it. Speak with them directly. Write down your goal, break down your goal, figure out what those action items are. Don't do it alone. No one wants to be a solo hero. Trust me, we've all tried. How are you going to hold yourself accountable? I'll piggyback off your shift book. One thing that I got as a brand new agent with Keller Williams was a 411 accountability sheet. Never used it. However, my last coach this year has got me into using it. And let me tell you, it works well because it's something I will use, I will follow, and it's very, very helpful. Whatever works for you is fine. Reflect on all of the above at the time of accountability. Somebody was saying about time frame. Rob, I think it was, hold yourself accountable to what that is. I'll have my wife do it for me, and she doesn't need to be told twice. She will hold me accountable. My kids hold me accountable. Everybody here holds you accountable. So just know what that is. Know what changes are needed. And as with everything, thank you. Yep, thank you so much. Rinse and repeat, much like right now. Bear with me. Be consistent. This boy with my branding, reading a great book. I'm reading it again right now. If you haven't read it, Simon Sinek's Start With Why. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. He wasn't reading it. He was doing me a favor because he likes the camera. But the concept remains the same. This has all come back into you and your personal brand. Doesn't need to be mine, doesn't need to be here, but know who you are. It's what it all comes back to. Be consistent. Has anyone ever cold called or canvassed the neighborhood before? Because I haven't. But you know, if you do it one time, if you call somebody one time, what's going to happen? You may get lucky. You may get a $4 million listing. Chances are you won't. But if you have that follow-up and a system in place, you will. You can control elements here, and you can't control others. You cannot control someone else's timing, but you can control your action. If nothing else, and I'm speaking to myself from 5, 6 years ago as well, that piece of advice will absolutely change your business and change your life. Reverse engineer your goal, whatever that goal is. If that's 20 million volume a year, if that's 10 listings, if that's just transitioning into being a listing agent, reverse engineer with your partner, with others, with your brokerage to figure out what that looks like tangibly and commit. I love coming to events like this. I used to take notes and I never did anything when I got home. The 80-20 rule in real estate, 90-10 rule. Who does most of the business? 10%. You come to meetings like this, you write a ton of notes. How many of them do you actually implement? So commit. If that's a weekly action, whatever it is, if that's a daily action, just commit and bloody do it. Reward or punishment, this is interesting. My old coach said, he knew me well, that I am a very reward-based individual. If I do something or I achieve a goal, I I work best by rewarding myself. Otherwise, it could be punishment. Again, know who you are and hold yourself so close, accountable to those standards. What is your superpower? Video is not my superpower. Hey, this was live. We had a baby Hulk and a Batman. Literally, if they feel they could be superheroes, we can in our own industry too. That's all personal branding is. Competition should be your best friend if you know what makes you different. Like I was saying before, you're a real estate agent, we're all real estate agents. What makes you different to me, to her, to him, to anybody else? Know what makes you different. What do you offer in your services? We all do the same thing here. We put a listing on the MLS. We do what? We get professional pictures done. That's what everybody does. Everybody advertises. Don't worry, I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on social media. Everybody does that. So a couple of examples I have that's different. Marketing, lifestyle videos. I will go in there, presenter-led. Hey, my name's Barry, because I think the homes we're selling is great. Sell the home, but you're selling yourself and your brand. The homes we're selling is really the portfolio and byproduct of that. So always be very aware of that. I'll always do lifestyle videos, interactive virtual walkthroughs. I'll also directly now, this is something I can say now, directly through the 6 continents I have business in, I can network. Thank you. Go back one moment. Thank you. But example number 2 is be the local authority. More important than anything. I didn't necessarily feel I'd be where I am now, have the pleasure of speaking in front of you. But what I wanted to do, I know my town. I'm involved in my town. We've got kids, family, businesses in Davidson, North Carolina. So I want, and now know, people know who I am in the town. And I'm constantly seen walking around with these two, and that's what I'm known as. I'm known as a community man, and that's what your brand is. Be hyper-local, be very focused on you, your brand, your consistency of doing that. Oh, this is good. A room like this, if you knew some of the people you're sitting with, the amount of business you do, the amount of success, which is a very relative term, of people on your table, you would be asking questions and figuring out, we're in the same room for a reason. Who you surround yourself with matters. A couple of pictures here. This lady, who does not, Victoria, like a picture that we've ever taken together, although I think they're all great, is an absolute superstar. If I started in real estate now, even now, 7, 8 years, however many years I am in real estate, I would want to be like you. The amount of business you do, your element of care and success and your passion of this industry and putting together an event like this because you want to see it here in your market, hands down. I'm also very lucky to be partnered with one of the top in property around the world in Europe and to be connected with the most humble billionaire. And sometimes, again, you're guilty by the environment and who you spend your time with. So make a big effort to evaluate the following. Who do you admire in real estate? Who do you brainstorm and share ideas with in real estate? And who do you have for one-on-one mentorship in this industry? Who is teaching the classes you're training? I remember as a new agent, I wasn't selling a ton of homes, but I was being taught by someone who was selling less homes than me. What are you learning from them? Again, it's the who more than the what most of the time. And what are you missing in this very moment right now? We're all missing something, trust me. And that's me too. I know, thank you. So I'm really conscious of time. So if I could have subtitles here, trust me, I would have them. But hopefully you're getting something from this. Share your successes. Is it ego? I don't think so. I think it just needs to be done. We had an event, Christmas parties in the UK are the whole rage. And I went during COVID. There was 150 estate agents in the room. There was one mask, and that was me. And that's okay. Just be who you are, but share your successes. Don't be afraid to share them. So I put a little quote here that I just made up yesterday. It hits home much better if a client of yours tells the world how great you are from their experiences as opposed to you. Until that point, don't be afraid of telling people who you are, your mission statement, share it on video and your purpose, and then have your clients do it. So, that was pretty quick. Thank you. A couple of things here. Do or do not do. Let's be honest, the choice is yours. Doesn't matter to me, but it matters to you, and it matters to the future you more than anything. If you are not where you are and want to be now, what are your shortcomings? There is no right or wrong answer, but you have to reflect on this consistently. If you are wanting more, is it you? Is it your surroundings? Probably the answer is yes, generally. Can you hold yourself accountable? If not, who can? I was very transparent telling you who holds me accountable, and now that has transitioned to me holding myself accountable. But if you need to seek validation or accountability from external resources, that's okay. We're all human beings with 24 hours in the day. Nobody is more special than anybody else. What action item do you need for your own personal brand? Your brand is you. No one else can answer that for you. Yes, you can brainstorm. Yes, you can mastermind, but it comes back to you. And lastly, who you are you, and what do you stand for? Thank you very much. I hope you get something from today. All the best. Thank you.